I'm on there, I guess. I was recording a minute ago and something happened with the camera. But what I was saying, folks, is that it's such a beautiful day. And why is it a beautiful day? It's beautiful because, I was just, I'll rehash what I was just saying. Last night I was talking to the Most High and I asked him actually to give me word of the next time I should do a video. Because I wasn't going to do any videos. Like I told you, at this point in the game, I don't do any videos unless I'm instructed to do them. So I asked him to give me a sign. And, sure enough, just a short while ago, he gave me a sign, direct sign. And, excuse me, I have clothes in the machine and I'm just sitting in my lounge room. But, earlier today, I was looking at some things, and I was just saying that too. Earlier today, I was looking at some things, and I saw this lady on from Africa, and she was talking about, she had spoken some things on the Most High and Mother Earth, and, I smiled because I actually know Mother Earth. And, right before that, right before God gave me the sign, I was outside and it's raining. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, even though it's raining outside. Because I know the rain, folks. And that's a blessing and that's beautiful in itself. But, right before God gave me the sign, I was out on my porch and I was talking to Mother Earth outside. And she appeared to me in the trees, right? All of the trees became her. And it was so incredible, folks, because this is my real actual life in real time where I've experienced this, where the Lord has blessed me on a level where I'm able to connect to him and I'm his friend. And, I was looking at something else and someone was talking about all the great prophets, the Enochs and the different prophets of past and how they had Elijah or somebody, and it was Abraham, and they were talking about how they had friendships with God. And I smiled because the Lord is my friend. He's my companion. He's my everything. He's my life. And, I'm with him every day, folks, in real time. I'm with the great Son every day in real time. The things that happen in my life are so incredible, that it wouldn't be believed only if I gave you the proof. And I've given you proof in different ways, but I could give you even better proof. But at this point in the game, it's not about trying to convert you or get you to understand or get out of your egos, folks. I've realized some things, and I've been talking to the Most High about this, about people. People in their vibration, people in their expression in the world society. The way that people behave and act and react to certain things. And whom these people are. We've encountered them all throughout our lives. I've done many narcissistic videos about these people who harbor this type of dark energy, folks, that's going to be done away with. And I've spoken many things that have come to pass. And, currently in the world society, I don't know if you guys look at these weather stations and channels and stuff, you'll look around and you'll see that certain things are happening, and they're going to continue to happen because this is reckoning and it's about a cleansing, folks. But these people are all about you, and I've met a few people in my travels, and a lot of them are initially attracted to me as far as getting to know me as a person. I'm not talking about from a relationship standpoint. I'm talking about just people-to-people interaction. But then they shy away. And I was talking to the Most High about what makes people shy away when there's a true reality that they could get to know and understand him. He is all things, folks. He's the holder of the universe. There have been cases where I've, tried to enlighten people. And of course, with people on a physical level and material reality, they have to see something material. They believe more in politics or foolishness, folks, when it's all a lie. And the great deceptions, they buy into those. But when you give them the actual proof, they're all bad. But then they quickly go, oh, okay. because they don't want to let go their egos, and they want to stay in the on the conscious level that they have, because it's self-serving to them, right? What they do feels good to them, and they don't want to understand or realize, even though they're shown the higher authority, they don't want to pay attention to that, because that's going to make them reflect. You see what I'm saying? That mirror, it's going to make them look at themselves and take a hard look at all of the things they've done in the way that they operate. And because they want to continue operating on this level, they're not going to stop doing what they're doing. And that's okay too, because the Most High knows this. He knows all of your hearts, folks. When the time comes, though, and it's fair, it's all fair. Everything is fair, folks, because you're giving your free will all the time, every time. And you have a choice to make. But as soon as wrath comes, and as soon as there's some situation that you can't undo, and you have to face the consequences of your actions, then you want to call out to the Most High. Then you want his favor. Then you want his friendship and companionship. And when he doesn't give it to you, that's fair, because he gave you a choice, right? And it also shows that only in a perilous situation are you willing to bow to him, right? This is going to be done regardless, because Mother Earth is sweeping you out. I love you, Mama Earth. And, I was talking to her, she appeared as the tree. She is the trees, folks. And, I'm talking to her, and I'm standing here. It's just like a Disney movie or something. It's just so incredible, because it's real life. I'm standing here, and all of the trees are Mother Earth, and she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her. The heavens are present. And every day of my life, I experience these things, and they are my family, folks. There's a reason for everything, folks. And time is getting shorter. There are a lot of things happening, folks. I have given you many warnings. And really, I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm trying to get you to understand. And that's why, anytime I've shown you the true nature of high reality, I'm only trying to get you to realize that you're in a fishbowl, folks. You're constantly being watched and monitored by the higher authorities, folks. Right? The Most High, they are him extended, folks. And he knows everything. He knows your hearts. He's perfectly situated in your hearts, and he knows every move you make. This is about giving him praise, folks. So the lady was talking about Mother Earth, and I thought about this because I've seen many things where people have, some of the things I've talked about, I've heard people speak on a level where they don't believe in what I'm saying, because they have their own doctrines, and they may have said, well, this particular culture does this and that's not true, and so, and they're going by books and things. But I actually know Mother Earth. She's in my family. I actually know her personally. So when you speak of Mother Earth or the heavens or the stars, whom I all know, right? Then my word is more credible than yours, because I know them personally. It's not about something written about them or some doctrination. It's about knowing the Most High personally, because I know him personally. He has unlocked all of the heavens and all of the realities, folks. But there's so many things I'm learning that he shows me every day. And for the last couple of weeks, every single night, or just about every night, I've been having these dreams, right? And what I'm doing in these dreams is I'm actually experiencing an alternate reality of myself, is what I'm saying. And, that's part of something I'm trying to understand, but I'm being shown this, And, in this particular dream, I was somewhere, and here's the thing, folks, it's crazy, because it's like everything offsets each other. Like in this reality, I had the same type of car, same car color or something, maybe a different type of company or car company or something. I had a different hairstyle or something. I had hair on my head or something, but it was me. And the thing about it is that my alternate personality in another reality when they dream or when they daydream, they're daydreaming my reality. Sometimes, and what I'm believing now is when they have nightmares in their reality, they're really seeing my reality through my consciousness. Because it's a nightmare to live in this society, folks. In this reality, and I've seen several instances of these dreams where I'm doing different things and there is no money, folks. You know? And so, I was at some place and, it was like I don't know if it was like some type of, I don't want to say a country club, but it was like a place like, they had a gym and all types of things. And there were like a shower area, on one of these floors, and all of the shower stalls were being used. And so there was one private bathroom area that had like a shower and a nice spa tub and everything on a lower level floor. And someone there pointed me out to this, say, "Oh yeah, you can use that place." And so I was in there, getting cleaned up and everything. And, I had the door locked in it because it was like a private bathroom, but the size of a bedroom, but it was very nice. And I don't recall having to spend any money. Nobody spent any money, folks. People just lived their lives, and it was incredible. But, I had the door locked. And someone from the upper facility, and that's why I'm bringing up narcissism, because even in these realities, the balance of duality, the negative energies exist, but in these other realities, they're not the way they are here. So it's just how it is. People have their quirky natures and stuff, but they're not outright evil or something. So I just had someone, because they wanted to know, who was using that bathroom. Someone from the the upper uh, area came down, and I probably knew the person or something, in this reality, but they opened the door, and it startled me because I was like, I thought I locked the door, and they were like, "Yeah, man, you've been in here for like 10 minutes, man. We gotta go," or something like that. And I recall, it's funny because I recall sitting in this tub of hot water, and I had on my boxer shorts and my t-shirt, and I was like, I'm like, how did I get in this tub with my boxer shorts on? That's crazy. And so I got up out of the tub, and water's running off my legs, and then I wake up in this reality, and I had literally taken off, like literally I was doing it in mid dream or something. I woke up as I was doing it. I was literally in my bed, taking off my boxers and about to throw them on the floor, and I realized that I was in this reality. And I keep having these different dreams of these different realities of myself where, I'm in a younger age or something, or, I can remember one particular one not too long ago. I was, in a reality where there were no cars, and I was riding on a bike. Everybody had bicycles, and you could actually ride your bike in the mall. Like, there was no security entrance because people didn't steal. See, I'm trying to show you something, folks. But we was on this bike, and I actually rode from the street right up a ramp and right into the mall, and I was riding through the mall on my bike. And because people are well behaved in these realities, there's no reason for someone to stop you and say, stop riding a bike in the mall or something, because everyone is just there enjoying themselves. There is no money. So there is no reason to steal anything. People just get what they need. You see what I'm saying? And because there's a lack of that foolishness that goes on here, people are not going to be riding their bikes through the mall, running people over and doing reckless things, because people have sense. And there are many realities, folks, all throughout the universe. And I've been shown these different realities as far as I'm concerned. And, it's making me realize something. That if my alternate self has a which I'm sure is happening, if they're having a daydream or a dream about something, they're dreaming through my reality, and they're seeing a nightmare because they're seeing themselves as slaves, or, a rat race. If money is not real, folks, on any level, that means that when someone makes everything about a commodity, they're able to control you, folks. And this has been said on many levels in many different YouTube videos from a lot of people that have a lot of followings. I'm just some little guy on YouTube, but somehow my videos don't get to stay up long at this point. It doesn't really matter because I told you social media is not going to exist going forward, folks. There's a lot coming up on the horizon, you know. And I'm privy every day to the very earth that I walk on. I thank God every day. I even honor Mother Earth every day. That I actually know her. You know, it's so incredible. I actually know the sun, folks. Sometimes the sun will come through my window and wake me up or something, right? And I will see him come through my window, even though he's already there with me. And I've talked about the extensions and stuff, folks. You know, but the Lord wanted me to speak to you today. And, you know, I'm not going to talk a lot about what I usually talk about because, you know, this was unexpected. Well, I did ask him to give me a sign, and I didn't think it'd be so soon. But a lot of you folks, and that, you know, and that's what I wanted to bring up. I saw something from a YouTuber that I like to watch sometimes. I think Permission to Exist. And she had somebody came on her and gave a comment about how she was wrong about certain things she was saying about society. And they had put up some meme or something about, you know, wanting to get back to work because they would rather not get a stimulus check. They would rather have their boss get the business back or something. And I thought about, you know, how people seem to be. There's a word in narcissistic terms. They're literally codependent on some level. The average person is, because they don't have that type of mind to reason greater things, folks. You know, there shouldn't be any poverty. There shouldn't be anything that plagues anyone, folks. There should be peace and harmony about the world society. And everyone should give praise to God because he creates everything and he is in charge of everything. There is nothing you're doing that's by chance. You know, this very video that I'm talking to you on right now is not by chance, folks. You know, but I talk to people, and forgive me if I'm all over the place. You know, I talk to people, and I try to tell them about the Most High. In some cases, I even show them the reality, even showing people certain things, and they're awed at that moment. But because they don't want to let go some creature comfort, some foolishness, some trivial thing in their hearts and minds, they choose to ignore the Most High. All while reckoning is happening before their eyes, things that they have never experienced before. Even the people who think that they're in control try to ignore things, folks, that they have no control over. Now, there was an asteroid that crashed in Africa. This is why I was talking about the Africa thing. Maybe a couple of weeks ago or something. I'm not sure, but it wasn't too long ago. And once again, I had the privy of seeing Mother Earth as the asteroid, seeing the Most High in the heavens as the asteroid, folks. So I know that when these gloom and doom things happen, it's their hands, folks. Also, I talk to them every day. I'm with them every day, so I understand that this has to take place, folks. There will come a point where there will be no way to run or hide or get away from facing the Most High. He's holding your life. I'm telling you this. You know, part of why I issued that challenge to you guys was because I was trying to get you, for those of you who are going to be done away with, I was trying to get you to get done away with. You understand what I'm saying to you? You're not going to be needy. You're not necessary to this new society. You're not a vital component because your hearts are already in the wrong places, folks. There are many, many deceptions before you, and you bind to these things, folks, without even using your reasoning. You're not holding on to the Most High, and that's why you have this type of perception of things. You see things in the wrong way, folks. You know, So a lot of you want to be slaves. And that's what she was saying. A lot of you want to be in this situation where you want someone because you don't have the heart or mind to do anything else. But I told you, in all of these greater realities, folks, there is no money, folks. And if you say, well, how do they get by? Because they do. There is no greed. There is no reason to hold something over someone's head. Everyone has what they need, folks. Everyone always has abundance because they have God and everything. Their technologies and everything. So there is no need to hoard things or do certain things, but you people are caught up in this material reality that you're in. And you always bring up these politics and whose side is better than the other, and so is going to do this because they're better than this and that, when you don't realize they're all the same devil, folks. And that's how you're bamboozled on that level. Once you know the Most High and you know the heavens, you understand all of the foolishness for what it is, folks. Because you're privy to actual reality every day. A lot of you don't even understand this. You know? So I didn't want to take a lot of time today. I know I'll be doing another video following up to this one, and I may get more educational, but I just had to sit back and think about what makes a person resist the truth. What is so great about, and that's why I brought up her video, because I wanted to say what is so great about what you're dealing with right now, folks. You're in a rat race. You're constantly under pressure, to meet a demand. You're constantly forking over money, quote unquote, and you're constantly doing things that put you in a rat race every day. You're not even able to experience the beauty of nature, the beauty of creation, folks. You can't see the forest for the trees. You see what I'm saying? When you're blessed, you're able to see the forest for the trees. And Mother Earth is the trees, folks. But yeah, there's a lot coming up on the horizon. And for those of you who are content with this way of life, you'll be done away with. And I'm sorry to tell you that, but you've read that in your doctrines. You like these doctrines. You've read that, right? But you don't really believe in the doctrines either, right? So you're self-serving. You're serving yourselves. And when the time comes for you to face reckoning, true reckoning, then it'll all be fair. Whatever happens in the outcome for you personally, it'll be fair, folks, because you had a choice. That's narcissistic in itself to try to have your cake and eat it too, right? The Lord is gracing you by allowing you to be fools, even when his greatness is so great that it should be profound enough for you to understand it. He allows you to be a fool. He allows you to play games and everything because he's already stated what's going to happen, folks. You're watching it. And there is no fear when you know the Most High on that level. When you're blessed on that level. I actually know Mother Earth. I literally know her personally. The sun, the great sun whom shines light into your world every day, whom is an extension of the Most High himself. I actually know him, folks. The wind that is blowing right now through my window, I actually know him, folks. And I could prove anything I'm saying to you, but it's not about, like I said, it's not about trying to change your egotistical minds or whatever at this point. I'm just having a reflection talk, really. I want you to take a long, hard look at yourselves for the best of you anyway, at this point in the game, and realize that there are greater things, and they're not even possibilities. They are actuals, folks. The greater things will occur. Those of you who are stuck in this on a lower plane of existence in your conscience, you will stay in that place, folks. You won't get to experience a better day. And I'm sorry to say that, but that is the stark reality of things, folks. I literally spend time with the worlds that you see as worlds. I spend time with them every day, folks. And I'm very blessed, folks. I'm with the heavens every single day. Honor y'all. Actually, the chair that I'm sitting in is the great son's chair. And I'm not going to show you, but there's a few portraits of him, photos of him on the table in front of me. And this is his chair. And I have a nice little comfy pillow with the sun on it. He likes this chair. This is his chair. And so I'm sitting in this chair today on a great one. And I know them folks where I call them by their actual names. I don't call them great one, but I'm doing it for you. I do it for you just for the videos, folks. But I call them by their actual names. To have friendship with the Most High is the only thing you should be seeking in this material reality, because all of the abundance and all of the greater things will come, folks, once you have Him. It's only through Him, though. You can't get it any other way. You can't get it through these demoniac fools who are about to be undone, folks. You can't get it from money. It's hard for you guys to buy into a society where people don't need money for anything and everyone has everything, because you're narcissists. You can't see people having the same thing as you. You want to take everything for yourself. You see what I'm trying to explain to you? It's selfishness. It's what's in your hearts, and you need to look in your hearts. So I'm not going to, I'm going to conclude this video at this point, and I'll be talking to you soon. And don't really care. I already told you guys what's going to happen every time there's a gameplay with the video. I'm interested in trying to go tit for tat and make somebody get out of their ego. They'll bear witness to the actual power, folks, whom I know personally, folks. And for everything that happens or that's going to happen, that keeps continuing to happen, some of you guys, if you check out these channels, you'll see that certain things have been happening for the last couple of days, right? I don't know where you are geographically in the world society, but you're looking around and you're paying attention. Those of you who are not caught up in music videos and foolishness and the hype and all of this dumb stuff, you're paying attention to what's going on around you, folks. And there's a whole lot going on, right? And it's not by chance, folks. That's what I want you to understand. The asteroid that landed was not by chance, folks. Because when I see the asteroid, I don't see an asteroid. I see who's actually the asteroid. Do you understand what I'm trying to explain to you, folks? I'm blessed. And I'm very thankful, Lord, for everything. So we'll be talking soon, folks. And I don't even want to end the video by saying what I would normally say. I love bad behavior, but I don't. And I really don't love it. Too many of you don't focus on yourselves enough to look in the mirror to understand if you're displaying bad behavior. Too many of you see the truth and want to turn away from it because it doesn't serve, a purpose to you. You're self-centered. You're self-serving. You don't want to serve the Most High. You want to serve yourselves. And that's the trouble. That's why you're getting swept out. So until next video, folks, I've gone on a little too long, and I'm going to enjoy this beautiful day, even though it's raining outside, because like I said, when you're blessed, the rain, actually, literally. And it's a great blessing. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. Not even for a few trinkets of money or gold or something foolish, Lord. Folks. And what I was saying was I would not trade it for the Lord is what I was trying to say. I thank you, Lord, for everything. We're talking again, folks. Next video.